answers.
Yes.
Welcome to my world.
Yay!
The other issue about blaming government for everything, that's a theme that you'll see developing through the evening as well. Just want to pick up on a couple of things. The 4,000 deaths, it's a statistical and mathematical model.
Yes.
Nobody believes that it's 4,000 people dropping dead every year.
He does. He tells us.
It's a statistical mathematical model that's used to drive a point, if you'll excuse me. Now look, everybody wants cleaner air. Of course you do. You'd be insane not to want cleaner air. But the problem that keeps coming up over and over again is that difference between inner and outer London. And there's that false equivalence. You'll hear it. It works in inner London, therefore it will work in outer London. No, they're two different spaces, two different infrastructures. With different challenges in transport. So I represent God's boroughs of Bexley and Bromley, right? Start at 3 o'clock on the London clock. You're not going to hit a tube station until you get to about 7 o'clock. Bexley, Bromley, Sutton Croydon, there's not a tube station in it. We need to use vehicles to move around. Where I am, which is down in the sticks, there's a ward near me, down Darwin Ward. One ward in Orpington is bigger than Islington. Outer London is different from inner London, so that's why we need targeted solutions, and that's why I agree with what Susan is saying, that we need to find out where the poor air is and clean it up, not tax it where it isn't.
Well done, Quiet, Mr. Mayor.
So one quick question asked online in relation to addressing the climate emergency. So last year we saw temperatures in London in excess of 41 degrees Celsius, the highest ever. This July was the hottest July.
Not ever, don't lie.
This July was the hottest July since records began. This September was the hottest September since record began. We've also seen in our city over the last couple of years flash flooding we've seen over the course of 2 hours, rain we normally receive in 2 months. So climate change is happening now, and it's happening to us. The choice is to have your head in the sand and ignore the challenge, or to kick the can down the road, or to take action. And what we're doing in London is taking action in relation to adapting our city and making the changes we need to do to address the consequences of climate change, as well as trying to prevent it getting worse in our city. So we've changed our planning policies. The London plan now requires every new development in London to be a net zero carbon. There is a requirement to make sure that the machinery that's being used in those buildings are net zero carbon. But also we're taking steps to make sure we have a city that can support people when there's a heat wave. So for example, planting more trees, make sure there are more water fountains, more than 125 water fountains since I became mayor. The new trains we have, the new buses we have, making sure they're air cooling or air conditioned as well, retrofitting the buildings we have, retrofitting the vehicles we have as well. But I'm afraid we're not going to get there sooner if we do what the government done, which is delay action. For example, in the ban of selling, in the ban of buying new petrol and diesel vehicles. There was a reason why the previous government brought in a requirement that after 2030 you won't be able to buy new petrol or new diesel. What this Prime Minister has done is kick the can down the road, so I'm afraid the questioners concerned about addressing the climate emergency won't happen sooner, will happen later while this will stay in power in Parliament.
Thank you for moving on to
London or not? No.
the next section is housing. 2 questions from the audience.